Hello everyone, my name is Nguyễn Chau with the student ID BABAIU23036. Today, I'm very happy to recite in the course of e-commerce. Under the guidance of my lecturers is Miss Nguyen. The topic of my presentation is about mobile payment, fintech versus the bank giants. My talk will last around 9 to 10 minutes. If you have any questions, please send me via the email of this video. So now to begin my talk. Here is the outline of my presentations. First, I will give a short summary of the case. Second, I will respond to the key question. And finally, I will conclude the main insight and the future outlook. So it's time to talk about the case summary. So imagine this, every time you buy a coffee in the morning or sleep a dinner bill with friends or shop online, the payment happens instantly but with no cash or no card. Everything just inside a smartphone. So now, while this sound is very convenient, let's not forget something important. Behind this convenience, there is a competition. So the question is, who will win the control of our digital wallets? Will it be the innovative or fintech startups, the powerful big tech companies, or the traditional bank fighting to stay relevant? The battle of this will decide the future of money and the global payment. To understand this battle, let's first look at the market. So, in 2022, the US payment market reached $1.5 trillion. Break it down, P2P transfer like sending money to your friends that make up 1.1 trillion, and the payment in store using phones at checkout reached 415 billion. So, because of that huge opportunities, there are four groups that's jumping in the competition. First is fintech startups like Venmo or Cash App. Next is big banks like JP Morgan. How about the tech giants like Apple Pay and Google, and the retailers like Starbucks. So now let's explore how fintech vision the bank giant actually work. Let's explore how its payment type actually work by answering the following questions. So there are three main types of mobile phone payment. So we can think of them that different roads to money can travel. So the first is a universal proximity payment. This is about Apple Pay, Google Pay, or Samsung Pay. Just tap your phone on an NFC terminal and the payment just goes through, acting like a global digital wallet and even a card replacement. You can imagine that is a smart key that works in many stores. And the second is about the brand proximity payment, which operates inside a single brand ecosystem. For example, with a Waffle Pay or Starbucks Pay, there's only one working inside the own store system. It returns customer rate, loyalty, rewards, and promotion. It's like carrying a VIP card, a very powerful one place, but not usable everywhere. The finally is about P2P payment, which allow the user-to-user transfers. So this includes Venmo, Zelle, or Cash App. Instead of paying a store, you transfer your money directly to another person. It's fast and simple. So just with a phone number or an email, you can imagine snapping your finger and money jump instantly to your friend's account. So clearly, each type of payment has its own strength and limitation. Now let's move from the payment methods to the people who use them. The two main users of mobile payment are millennials and Gen Z. So the two groups are the director of the drivers of the mobile phone adoption today. Now let's take a deeper look at millennials. Millennials are a rich generation. They grew with a cash and cash, but also adapted with mobile apps. By 2022, over 70% of millennials use P2P payment. Why? Because they want to fast, low cost, and convenient method. By the event of COVID-19 pandemic, also make contactless payment more attractive. So, how about Gen Z? They are a digital natives. Mobile payment and not innovation for them. It's just a normal life. They grew with a smartphone. They also enjoy the social aspect of payment. So compared to millennials, Gen Z is more open to trying to new technology like crypto or NFTs or super apps. For them, the smartphone that helps everything like studying, chatting, shopping, or paying. Okay, so as I mentioned before for you guys, the mobile phone payment market is very competitive. In this market, we can see the four groups as competitors. Now we can understand about the user. Let's look at about the competition between the fintech startup and these giants. Okay. So known for the creativity and use focus, Venmo become a popular with a millennial and Gen Z by making a bill limiting and money stream for quick and fun. However, it quickness that limited scale, unstable funding, and low market stress make it that vulnerable accusation by large players. So let's focus on two groups at this point: user scale and ecosystem interaction. Venmo gains US popularity by 2022. 70% of millennials had used P2P payment, but stayed local and was sold to BABAIU in 2013 due to the limited global reach. On this ecosystem, fastest committed everyday download by 2019. Venmo had 40 million active users, still far behind Apple Pay. So you can see unlike fintech that's limited versus the dish gains. Okay, now let's look at the tech gains. They leverage the global ecosystem and the smartphone that we use every day. Because of this, they already have built in it as a massive user base at a research. They can expand rapidly and quickly dominance to the mobile payment markets. So let's look at the user scale. Apple Pay had 45 million users in 2022, Google Pay with 25 million, Samsung Pay with 14 million, and PayPal over 430 million worldwide. Fintech remain the 90s, while tech giants reached 100 million global. So on the ecosystem and interaction, Apple sells 230 iPhones yearly with Apple Pay reinstalled. So and 70% of Android global market share gives to the global huge distribution advantage. So reinstalling fintech can matches. So fintech startup struggle to the compete with these giants because of their small and niche user to active download of these apps. In contrast, the giants have the global worldwide system built instead massive with global based reinstalled app which allow them to expand quickly and dominate the market. So now let's look at the Zelle, a P2P payment service by major US bank launched in 2017. Zelle allowed a direct transfer between banks and using just an email or phone number. Unlike Venmo or Cash App, it does not hold money, which makes transaction instant and more security. So now let's look at the Zelle strength and impact. First, let's build directly into the banking apps, which make adoption very easy, transaction free, instant, and the service with product boosted by COVID-19. 2021, Zelle received 419 million transactions, that's worth $419 billion. By 2022, it was iterated by over 1,700,000 user accounts, showing that it's strong effect network. So that brings me to the end of the conclusion. So as we have seen, fintech startup with the innovative but vertical scale. This giant dominate with ecosystem and instant apps. Banks depend on their position with centralized sales, and retailers focus on their loyalty. So all of this strategy does not highlight one key question: who will ultimately win the battle for the digital wallet? So that is the end of my talk. Thank you for watching my presentation. If you have any question, please feel free to send me an email. So I'm happy to answer them, and goodbye.